Hello everyone, this is Curtis with Weed Whacker Lawn Care. Hey, this here video is about, do you want to start a lawn care business? And what brought this to my attention was I had a subscriber subscribe to my channel, and what happened was, the little guy told me he was starting a lawn care business, and he went out and he mowed some lawns, and he made him some money. That's a good thing. But then he called me today and he said he was using some hedge trimmers and he cut his finger. Something that I was like, oh, that's dangerous. Gotta be careful. So what I want to say is about that. First thing, if you want to start your lawn care business, you want to get familiar with all the different types of equipment that you're going to be using, like mowers, hedge trimmers, weed eaters, backpack blowers. You want to learn all the safety features about these equipment, because you don't want it to get in the wrong hands and you're not knowing how to use the equipment and get hurt. It's like the backpack blowers, well, they're very dangerous. I mean, those things have a big G-force. If you point it at somebody, blow that thing, you could burst their eardrums because of the pressure on there. So you shouldn't point that at anybody while blowing it. I know people take those blowers and try to blow themselves off and all, and well, hopefully they doing it, so don't you do it, because they're dangerous. You still can hurt, blow something in your eye, anything. Those things are very powerful, so you don't want to be doing that. And then the trimmers, you always want to have safety glasses on, ear protection. You know, you want to wear long pants to protect your legs. I know I see people out mowing with short pants on. I seen them mowing with sandals on and all. Very dangerous, especially nowadays with all these viruses and pandemics out here. All that stuff, that dust, debris, it gets on your arms, your legs and stuff. Where you think that stuff going? It's going to soak in your skin and into your body. So you always want to have yourself protected. I know sometimes I'll wear a short sleeve shirt when it's very hot out there, but not too often. I just wear it, you know, when I know that I'm going to take and wash my arms off right away. Especially if you've been out in a dusty environment, mowing on lawns, you want to wear some long sleeves, or have some of those sleeves that you can put on to protect yourself. You want to wear safety shoes, protect your feet. You want something that's going to have water resistance, because you don't want to get your feet wet, you know, contaminated water, you know, toxics in that water. I mean, you know, fertilize, all kinds of debris is out there in that stuff, and you out there. And I know you should be wearing like some type of mask and all, because all that dust and toxics can get down into your body and your lungs. I don't know, you know, years later, it may not happen to you right now, but it may be some kind of effect years later that you could possibly have. So you want to protect yourself, and at the end of the day, you want to go home, take a good hot shower, wash yourself good, wash your hair and everything to get all those toxics and chemicals off of you. There's all types of elements out there that you're going to be dealing with. So you got to know about that. Safety, 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 safety. That's one thing that when you're out here doing that, it's great. Now that we got that out of the way, you gotta remember when I say you start and you want to think about your safety, think about what you're getting into. And when you have somebody with you and helping you, you think about them too, their safety. You want to make sure that they know how to use the equipment. They may tell you they know how and they don't know how, and mess up something. And that can be, some more problems. So and that's why working safe, what I want to say is working solo by yourself You have to be aware of your surroundings at all time, your location, where you are. Always have your phone, your GPS on your phone, because it's dangerous out there. You let somebody always know where you are at all times, your location, where you plan to go. Dispatch yourself off. Have something already set up, because it's dangerous out here. You want to, I mean, nowadays, no. Especially dealing with equipment. You know, you have people roaming down the roads all the time looking for stuff just to steal. That thief is always running around. And that's why, like, I have my equipment. I work that equipment. I'm not worrying about it looking good. I mean, I take and put some degrees on there, wash that thing off, and get it ready to go back to work. You know, and I work them. I mean, some of the stuff that was stolen from me, I made my money with it. I'll work it. I mean, I ain't buying it to keep. I'm going to buy it to work, and that's what you should feel about it. You buying that equipment to work. Hold on to it for long as you can, but work it, and then get you some more. You know, but lock it down. Keep it locked down, because you need your tools. Because you're just starting out, so you want to be aware of that. That's another stress factor, worrying about thieves and stuff out here. So I got that out the way, y'all. So let's talk about getting into the other part of the business. So you decided that you wanted to do this lawn care gig. Okay, here what you need to do. All right, get yourself all set up. You can have an assumed name or use your own name, whatever you're gonna call your company. You know, get a DBA, doing business as, whatever you want to name your business. That's if you know, working in a solo. If you want to do solo, you want to do a LLC, limited liability, or you want to do a cooperation for your business. I mean, you can get it all set up. Most people do a limited liability, you know, where that's separate, so that's off of them, you know. But I just do the solo because, well, I was just being small. You know, if I wanted to grow it bigger, I probably would do the LLC. But I've been doing it. I'm just seeing solo from now. I'm not looking to get it bigger, and you know, I don't really want it bigger. I like it small because I'm not worried about a lot of stuff. You know, as your company gets bigger, then you got a lot of overhead costs that you have to worry about. You know, like payroll taxes, unemployment insurance, a lot of stuff you got to be worried about. And dealing with contracts and all, because a lot goes into that. But just starting off, you want to keep it, as I say, keep it simple. Make sure that it's something that you really want to get involved with. And you know, once your mind is made up, have a mindset that you're gonna do this, and then you go and do it. I mean, if you're looking at my channel and you see I've done a lot of lawn care videos of me out there mowing here and there, going all over these different areas. Been doing it for years. Now I'm gonna tell you how I got this thing up off the ground. Years ago, I started out helping my dad. Now I had another business, a computer business, and I started it from scratch after a company had, well, they laid me off, and they paid for me to go to school, entrepreneur school. They paid for all of that, the training, I had all the books and all of that, and I had some other training that I went to from another company that I had worked at, and showed me all the tricks of trades and starting a business, what to look for, how to grow a business. And I met a lot of other people that were starting businesses, and they had all kinds of businesses that they were going in. And I learned how to market the business. They had a whole training. I went through all of that. I think I spent like 2 weeks into training for it, how to get a business going and up and growing and all, marketing and all of that. So I'm giving y'all all this information for free, you know, free. It ain't like I'm trying to charge you or nothing. But I have had people come to me and ask me one time, or I think it was a while back, guy asked me about teaching him how to start a lawn care business and all this and that. And said, well, I'd like to just come out with you and work with you to learn the business and all. And I was like, I'm listening. I'm listening to this. I'm like, And then he turns around and said, well, you know, you're going to be teaching me to learn the business and I'm working with you. Then he asked me, he said, well, you're going to pay me. I wasn't even wanting to be bothered. This is all his saying and doing. You bother me. Now, I should have had a consulting fee in charge and say, listen, you want to talk to me? Bring me some money and I'll teach you and show you. I had to learn myself. I'm the one sitting out here booking it. I went to college. I'm like, come on, man. I had to pay for that education. So sometimes if you really want to learn something, you got to pay to get educated on how to do it. How do you think people just wake up one day and they're a doctor? They wake up one day and they're a nurse. They wake up one day and they're a lawyer. No, they had some training. They had some teaching, rather. They had to take some courses. And it's kind of like in this lawn care. It's more intense if you really want to win at the game and making money at this stuff. But I'm going to tell you how I got my portion of the lawn care up and running. I learned a lot from my dad from going out and mowing the lawns. But it got to the point where that his portion of, I was taking care of his lawns, but then the little portion that he had, that was kind of went out. And what happened, I got involved with working at another company, and they were ending, and I decided that I'm going to start this lawn care business. I'm going to name it, and I'm going to build it. And that's what I did. So how did I do it? Well, I didn't have all these mowers, and I really wasn't looking to invest no money into it. So I said, well, if I'm going to invest some money into it, let's find out what kind of lawns I'm going to mow. So I went out and I said, I need to do some marketing, so I'm going to spend this money. So I spent I think at the time I spent like $500 on marketing, and I put them in all these little books and magazines and all. And the phone started ringing day by day, and I was taking orders. I wouldn't go out mowing any lawns. What I would do is take an order and tell the customer I had to come out and take a look at the property and see what I'm going to be working with and what all that they wanted. And I would schedule. And so then after I looked at a number of properties, I had this one large property, and I actually turned the guy down. I said, well, no. So the guy came back and he said, well, listen, I'd really like for you to come and do it. And I told him, I said, well, it's going to take me. So I was like, nah. So then I went home, and the guy called me back and said, listen, okay, I'll pay you more to come. I was like, what? So I had sold that job. I'm like, okay, all right, he's going to pay me more money. He was going to pay me the same thing that he had been paying this other guy. I was like, nah, I ain't finna do that. I don't want to do it. I said, nah. But he wanted me to do it. So I said, all right. So after getting a list of customers, and I knew where I could get the equipment to do the job. And I had visited some of the lawn places, and also I have some of the rental places, and I said, well, if I need this, before I invested any money. So I had X amount of customers at that time. I think I had something up to about 20 orders. So then I was like, okay, I'm finna go on and do this. So I'm finna get me a new trailer, and I'm finna get me a new mower, my Skag, the 32-inch, and I invested the money in the trailer and the mower, and I even bought some new trimmers, and I went to work. And then I had my truck. I had a Chevrolet Silverado 99, and I had about, it was right at 200 and something thousand miles. When I got rid of the truck, it had over 260,000 miles on it, and it was just giving me some problems. So I was like, I'm tired of spending money on this. I'm tired of the breakdowns. So it's time for a new truck. And that's when I bought that Ford. It's 2012. I bought it brand new. And I said, I got to work. So I had a list of customers, and I was rolling. I was rolling. From sun up to sundown is the way I was working. And the thing that happened, like I said, I bought the new truck. I went and bought a new truck because I was having problems. I couldn't afford to have no breakdowns. But then my dad ended up giving me his old Ford truck. And I put some money into that to keep it running. But had it been my truck, it probably would have been gone. Because I just go buy a new one. I'm like, I ain't got time for no breakdowns. I don't want nothing breaking down on me. But because you can't afford to have no breakdowns running a business. Because when you say you're going to be there, your customers are looking for you to be there, giving them the service that they want. And so you gotta go. You gotta go. And you want to keep a good, nice looking truck, clean truck, whatever, good, reliable truck to go out and do the job. So that's how I got that up and going. Like I said, I didn't have all that equipment. I went and got the equipment later, and it paid for itself. It paid for itself, and I just kept going on and kept going and going and going, and I'm still going with it. Now, I think I was at home one night and I started looking at some of these YouTube videos, and I knew about YouTube from back in '09. I used to look at it all the time when I was working in my shop, and I decided that okay, I'm gonna share some of my work that I do in this lawn care on YouTube, and that took off, and the people started subscribing to the channel. It was great. I was like, man, this is kind of fun. So I kept that going. Now, this YouTube, it led to me getting some more business. A lot of people will say, man, I seen your video, and I was like, what? So that led me into doing some other stuff, and it just kept growing and growing. So now I'm just telling y'all some of the insights. I know there's a lot of people out there that put out a lot of videos on lawn care, and they'll give you a lot of information that can possibly help you. But I'm just telling you from my perspective of what I have encountered in doing it my way. This is the way it worked for me. Now, it may work totally different from somebody else, because I'm here in Texas. There's people all over the United States, all over the world that do lawn care, and they got all kinds of tips and tricks and stuff. But I'm just telling you what worked for me. And as time went on, like I said, I use the YouTube. That's a social media platform. There's Facebook. There's let me see what else. Well, Instagram. There's a number of platforms out there that you can advertise on. You have to have a social media present nowadays to make it. It's the new way of getting out there, because if you look on the platforms and you look through the social media, there's a lot of information out there, and there's a lot of people looking all the time. And what do? They're going to grab those phones. Things have changed. A lot of stuff, what can I say? What worked 10 years ago may not work today because of new technology. Things are steady changing. So in the lawn care, stuff is always changing. A lot of times the reason some people don't make it because they're not willing to change. They're trying to keep their old ways. They're trying to do things totally, just something backwards. And don't get me wrong, you got some customers are set in their ways, and they'll tell you, oh, that's too much, I'm not gonna pay anymore. Well, hey, that's fine. That's not the customer for you. The customer for you is the one that's willing to meet you and pay you for your services. People that understand that the price is gonna cost a little bit more. They understand this is not 1960s, this is not 1970, this is not 1980. This is not 1990. This is 2021 that we're working in. So you can't expect me to work for the same prices from those years that have passed to where we are today. A lot of stuff wasn't presented back then because it hadn't been invented back then, but it's invented now. Stand-on mowers, zero turns, faster, quicker. Trimmers, hedge trimmers, you know, something that's gonna work for you. And you have all these different tools that you can use now in your business and make a good profit. But don't worry about what's going on, what somebody else is doing. Worry about yourself and you'll be very successful. I mean, just worry about yourself and do your own thing. And you're gonna be good. Because that's what I do. I do my own thing. I'm not worried about nobody else. I'm not worried about, I don't even worry about my YouTube channel. Look, the thing I worry about is that I'm able to get up and keep moving and keep doing. I share these videos with you. Hey, it's great. I love it. If you love what I'm doing and you want to subscribe to the channel, feel free. And if you don't like the channel, unsubscribe. Because guess what? I'm going to be happy either way. I'm going to be happy either way, Like that old saying, some things are for some people and some things are not for some people, And you got to look that, you got to put that in your mind. Everything, hey, you don't like me? It's okay. I don't know you, but guess what? Courtesy is okay. I like you. I like you. I may not even know you, but I like you because I'm a people person. And I've met a lot of people in my life and have enjoyed their company. And what I'm saying is, since I've been doing lawn care, I can't count the number of people that have done past customers for me mowing their lawns. And I'm like, wow, so-and-so used to come out and talk to me. Man, I miss him. He used to come out there and boy, we'd have a good conversation, Yeah, I remember. Mr. So-and-so would always come out. I remember Miss So-and-so, she would always ask me, Curtis, how you doing? How is the business going, boy? Ma'am, I'm trying to hang in here. And we'd always work out a deal on her, paying for them. She said, well, Curtis, I'm on a fixed income and I don't have that much. And I was wondering if you could help me out. Yes, ma'am, I can help you out. I can help you out. I'm going to hang in here as long as I can hang in here. And I'll do it as long as I can do it. If I can get $2 or $3 together and buy some gas and I can make it over here, I'm gonna come by and try to help you. Well, thank you. Yes. But that's the thing that I went through doing this lawn care. So if I can do it, you can do it. But set it your own way. Do it for you. Do it because you like doing it. The money will come. You set the prices and you go. And this is what can I say? It's a helping. You're helping people. I mean, as long as you got a mindset that you want to get up and help, you're gonna be all right. Because you're gonna help. Some people gonna be able to pay you, some of them not. But you can't work for nothing. You gotta set your prices and stick to your prices. And you gotta make enough money that's gonna cover your overhead costs of doing business. You may be very good at crafting skill. Some people in this business, I know friends, all they do is just put out mulch. All they do is just flower beds. I know some, all they do is just trees. They just trim trees, that's all they do. And then some guys, well, they mow. Now I do a number of things. I trim trees, I trim hedges, I I do a little bit of everything. Pressure washing. I've even paint houses. You know, yeah, I paint houses. I do a number of things. You know, but I don't like to get into that because it takes time. You know, I can do some handyman work for us, you know, putting ceiling fans, garage doors, water faucets, putting the pipes in, just about basically anything in a house. I can basically do it, but I don't do it because I used to help people out and I tell them don't tell nobody. And they tell somebody, and next thing I know, that's leading into something else. And somebody, I will go over there to help them, and it will, you know, they try to pay me something, and then I was like, no, I'm just doing this to help you because, you know, we all need help. And I said, no, this is going to turn into a business. And it would turn into a business. They tell a friend, that friend tell a friend, that friend tell a friend. And next thing I know, I'm like, no. It wasn't supposed to go that way. I wasn't doing that to try to turn it into a business. You know, I was just doing that to help that one person, but that one person knew a lot of people that knew a lot of people. And that's the way it is in a business. You got to get out there. And having a social media presence can really help you grow. And I mean, it's work. You got to work now. Now, don't mess with this stuff if you're not willing to put the work in, because it's going to take some work. You look at my videos and you see I have put the work in doing all these lawns, doing these videos, and it takes time to do these videos. Come home, record it, edit, then upload these videos to share with everyone. It takes time to do all of this, you know. And a lot of times people think you're making a lot of money by posting videos. I do this as a hobby. I ain't making a lot of money at this. It's like I see some of these other YouTubers and I'm like, this ain't happening with me. You know, I'm like, huh? I'm like I say, I see some of these guys in these car videos and I'm like, man, this guy buying a car every week. He just bought a car and he buying another car. And I'm like, another car? Every month he's buying new cars. So it's like, whoa. I'm like, they rolling over there. And let me see, yeah, car content, finance, people that's in there and those videos and explain tax information. If you know how to do tax, that's good. You can make a lot of money on that. But anyway, y'all, that's the thing about starting a business. You know, I hope this helps someone out there understand more about what you're doing and what you're getting involved with, for is, you know, having customers and meeting customers' expectation. They expect you to be there, then you're gonna be there. You know, you made a commitment, and you know, you do it, and your business will grow. I mean, you're gonna get a lot of customers, and it's and marketing, and it's one of the biggest things. You gotta stay on top of your marketing. Don't be afraid to spend no money, because it takes money to make money. So don't be afraid to do some advertisement. If you don't know how to do it, there's companies that can do it for you nowadays. I'm serious. Oh, another thing I want to tell you about. They have these companies that you can partner up with and work with them for a little while just to get out there and get a little taste of it. I mean, because what they do is they do all of the marketing and everything for their business, and they will, like I say, dispatch you on different jobs. They'll email you different jobs and you can say yes or no to them. Because I had one time, it was some years back. Company called me up and they just kept calling me, and I got kind of curious with them, you know, curious about what they were doing. And they said, well, what'd you just tell me? And somebody had told them about me, and I was like, okay. So I took it on, I partnered up with them, and they sent me out on some jobs, but the jobs didn't last long. What happened was they billed the job and they would get a portion. It's like every time I go mow this yard, they were gonna get $10 in their pocket. and I'm driving or whatever. And they had it. Some jobs they might get 10, they may get $15, they may get $20. But I'm like, wait a minute, I'm doing all the work, I'm driving over here and I'm mowing the yard, and I'm like, But it was okay. I understand the way that worked. So it was a learning experience. It's some kind of like a lawn care broker where they can really broker you out. And some people like that. That's all they do. They ain't got to worry about trying to get a bunch of customers because they already sending them customers. They dispatch them out and say, we got such and such that's going to show up. And you have a portal, and you log into the portal. And as soon as you finish the job, you log back in, you take a picture, you let them know that you have finished up the job, and then you go on. And then there it is. And then at the end of the month, however many lawns that you've taken care of, then they will send you a check for that. So you'll have a steady, consistent base of customer flow, from this company. But it's very, looking at what they charge. But I don't do any work for them anymore. Some of them would call me, and I said, no, the rate's too low. They were sending me stuff, $20, $25, and I'm like, no, thank you, I'm not gonna do it. They said, well, why you won't accept any? I said, I'm not gonna do that. I said, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not driving out there. I said, the rates are too low. By the time they get their little cut out of that and you pay the taxes out of it, I was like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. So I quit. I quit doing that. I was like, it was a great experience. I mean, if it was just real slow and you wanted to, let me see, like I said, get your feet wet and get off out there, it could lead into something else. But they like for you to do a whole lawn care season and all. And I was like, nah. Like I said, I done it that time because they kept asking me. I was like, no, man. I said, no, the rates are too low that you're trying to pay me to go out there. I'm burning up my fuel, my gas, this and that. I'm not driving over there. I know you're going to make money off the top, but I'm like, I'm not doing that. No. So I quit. I'm like, no. And, it was good, but no. But the same thing you can do for yourself. I mean, there's a lot you can do for yourself if you get out there and you got to hustle. I mean, you're going to have to put some work in. I mean, it ain't going to just come to you. No, I put the work in. I mean, for us going out there, getting the customers, I put the work in for that myself. I have to do my own marketing and my own strategy. And I'm at home at night working on my computer, doing that. Once I work at night, then in the morning, I'm the one putting all the schedules. I'm the one getting ready for the next day and seeing what the customers want. And I can get out of hand because sometimes I may not get no sleep. I mean, sometimes I'm sleeping like 3 or 4 hours because I come home and work again. And that was another thing when I had another business, and I've had multiple businesses. I've had my computer business. I've had consulting business. Other little handyman businesses that I was into. I had a number of just businesses that always could generate an income. Multiple things you can get into. I mean, not just one thing. What can I say? It's not good to rely on one thing, because you want to make it. I mean, I had other businesses offered to me. One time, a lady offered me, it was good friends, but her and her husband, they got older and they was getting ready to retire. And so they offered me this business that they had and was doing alterations for sewing, pants, taking in the length, the waist, doing alterations, sewing and all. And I was like, And they said, well, yeah, Curtis, you're a good friend of ours. We like you. I was like, I don't have time to do. But it was a very good business. And I started to, and I mean, the business, I think what they was breaking down I mean, with the overhead costs plus the rent and everything, and doing the alteration, they had enough business. It would generate like over $100,000 a year just an alteration. People lose weight. They wanna take some of those nice clothes that they had when they were big, and they want to trim them down, slim them down, so they can wear them again. You know, I mean, Big Mama ain't big no more. Big Mama's little mama now. So, hey, she wanted to slim down. Well, she slimmed down, so she's in that Big Mama dress. Now she's just little mama dress. But that was stuff that was offered. And I mean, out here you will get into a lot of different opportunities. Like I say, it's so much opportunity out there nowadays. But you got to be willing to go work. You got to work for it now. Don't think that it's just going to come to you, because it ain't. You got to be a go-getter and go get it. Get what you need to do the job and do the job, and you will be successful at doing the job. But anyway, y'all, don't let me just keep telling y'all. Hey, y'all leave me some comments if you enjoyed me giving y'all some insights on starting a business, the lawn care business and all. And if you enjoy these types, leave me some comments. I may do some more. Now, y'all got to leave me some comments, though, and I'll do it. So, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. If this is a help to you, let me know. And I'll do it again. Matter of fact, y'all, I had a subscriber ask me when was I going to go live again online. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to do it. You know what it is? I be getting home late because I've been working so, and I just don't want to give a time, but maybe it'll just be, I'll just do it. I'll just pick a day and I'm at home and I may just go live again. So if y'all nearby, I mean, check it out. You may see Curtis on live. So yeah, I just haven't had the time. You know what I've been going through, dealing with and everything. So hopefully, yeah, I'm gonna try to go go online here soon. I don't know, maybe the weekend or something other, but I'm gonna try to come online soon. So if y'all have any questions you want to ask, feel free, and hopefully I'll try to get back with you on something, information on that. But until then, y'all, I'm finna sign off because I gotta get ready again for in the morning. I gotta go do some more business. I got some more lawns to take care of tomorrow. So y'all have a good night and have a good day tomorrow. And I'm gonna take and try to get this video all posted up for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. But take care. I'm out of here, and have a good night. Well, a good night and a good day tomorrow. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.